when we go back to our failure curves, we know why machines fail. Now, we understand all the engineering, all the science. So we've had the answers out there. Now I've got to put the answers into practice in the business. So early life failure, we know it's a quality control issue. There are errors being made to the machine. Now, these are brand new machines, brand new parts that are failing very, very early in their life. So there are factors there we have to control. In the random failure zone, there are things we can do to minimise the chance, to drop that line down lower and lower and lower. So we want to know what those are and apply them sensibly. And as things get older and things do age, we want to recognise that it's time to change them, time to renew them, time to put the capital money into the business and actually put in new machines. There was a survey done back in the 90s of the various nationalities and various practices adopted across in different countries of when they renew their machines. What the average time was in Japan was every 4 years they would on average replace their machines with new ones. They found in Australia it was about every 8 or 9 years we'd replace our machine with a new one. In USA it ended up being about, I think, about the 6 to 7 years was the average across the country. Why were the Japanese replacing machines every 4 years? Because 4-year-old machine, it's not a very old machine. But you think about what's happening in that decision to replace machines fairly often. Every time they put a new model in, that new model has solved many of the old model's problems. It's a better machine design. The machine, of course, is newer. All the parts are brand new parts. So they're restarting the fatigue life at time 0 every 4 years. They're getting the latest technology, the latest solutions, the newest computer software. Every 4 years, they're always renewing to the very latest possibilities available for that operation. Whereas if you wait 8 years and 9 years and 10 years, you must be falling behind the game all the time. The longer you wait to replace your assets with the latest asset, the more opportunities you've lost because the technology that was available 4 years ago, you haven't used that technology. So yes, this understanding that, hey, maybe strategically it's worth intentionally putting capital aside to replace machines early on purpose to adopt the very best current solutions could be smart business. The point is the answers are out there. There's nothing here that's magical or new. What we cannot see is when to apply the answer because it's too nebulous. And if we can change that into a very clear decision-making process, then we're going to get some good decisions made.